Hi soulmates, and welcome back to the channel. So on today we are going to be doing the tutorial of this beautiful blouse that you can see here. Remember that I promised you guys that on my last video we are going to be doing the tutorial of this blouse. So today this is what we are going to be making. So let's get into it. Thank you. So guys, for the making of this blouse, I've cut out the piece of fabric that we are going to be needing. So I've cut out two different pieces of fabric that we are going to be needing. So we're going to be using one for the front and the other for the back. So I'll just go ahead and drop one piece aside, and we are going to be starting with the other piece. Now the first thing you're going to be doing is to fold your piece into two and make sure that you arrange it very well. Just make sure that you align it very well. Fold it into two as you see me doing. So this is it. I'll fold it into two. Now I'll be starting to insert my measurement. So the first measurement I'm going to be inserting is my shoulder measurement. I'm going to be inserting half of my shoulder measurements there. So I've been inserting half of my shoulder measurements. Then I'll go ahead and insert my neck width of 3 inches. So after inserting my neck width of 3 inches, I'll go ahead and mark my neck depth of 3 inches as well. So we are cutting the front part of this particular blouse. So I mark my neck depth to be 3 inches and I go ahead and connect it to the neck width. Now from that my shoulder, I'll go ahead and determine my sleeve length. So the sleeve length is determined on what you want, how long you want it to be or how short you want it to be. So mine, I marked 10 inches for my sleeve length. Then at that part I mark my sleeve length, I'll be going down by 1.5 inches for my shoulder slant. Then I'll be using my ruler and I'll be connecting it to the neck width. So I connect that my sleeve length to the neck width like so, as you can see. Now from that part that I went down by 1.5 inches, I'll go ahead and determine my sleeve opening. Now for my sleeve opening, I marked 12 inches. This will depend also on how free or how tight you want your sleeve opening to be. So for mine, I marked 12 inches. Then I go ahead and extend it to the center of my fabric. Now that line will be serving as my upper chest line, and I'll go ahead and mark my waist depth measurement too. So I make use of 17 inches for this waist depth. So I make use of, no, I made use of 16.5 inches for my waist measurement. Now for my top length, I'm making use of the top length of 23 inches, and I went ahead to add extra 1.5 inches for the hemming of this top. Now I'll go ahead and divide my bust circumference divided by 2. So I went ahead and divide my bust circumference divided by 2, and I'll be adding 4 inches to that. So this 4 inches I'm adding is for the freeness, and also because I'm going to be forming a smoky on this particular blouse. So you can go ahead and add 5 inches depending on how big you are, but I make use of 4 inches. So I just went ahead and take whatever I had at my upper chest line to my waistline. I mark it to my waistline and also to the full length of my top. Then I'll just go ahead and connect the line straight like this. Now I'll be measuring what I have on this my shoulder part. That is from my shoulder part to that my sleeve opening part. Then I'll go ahead and mark the same thing on that my sleeve opening line, which is my upper chest line. Then I'll just go ahead and connect it with my straight ruler. So this is what it's looking like. Now I want to form my armhole. Just go ahead and cuff that part like this, so that when you are making this dress, it can sit very well on you. That armhole part is going to be curvy like this. It's just a form of kimono. We are cutting a kimono top here. Then I'll just go ahead and cut it out with my scissors. So I'll be cutting out all the lines. Just watch and see as I cut. I'm cutting the shoulder part, and I also go ahead and notch that shoulder part that I marked. So I notch my shoulder length. Then I'll go ahead and cut out my neck, the neck part of my dress. That is both the neck width and the neck depth. Now I'll be dropping this piece aside, and I'll be bringing the other piece so that we can cut out the back part as well. Now I've also go ahead to fold my piece into two. So this piece is also folded into two, as you can see. Now I'll just go ahead and bring that piece that I've cut before and place it on top of this one like this. Go ahead and place it on top of this one like this. And we are just going to be cutting out exactly what we have on the first piece on the second one. So you are going to be cutting out exactly what you have on the first piece on the second one. The same neckline, everything is just the same. So you are cutting the same neckline because we are going to be adjusting this neckline later. Now I also went ahead to notch that my shoulder part again because it's going to be needed while adjusting the neck part for the blouse. Now I'll go ahead and make sure that the down part aligns together. So I'm just trimming out the excess on one of the parts. Now I'll be dropping one piece and I'll be bringing the other piece. Now I'll be opening it up like this, as you can see. Then I'll go ahead and mark one part to be my left hand part and the other part to be my right hand part. So now I want to determine where my mono strip is going to be falling. So I want mine to fall at my left hand side. Now I'll go ahead and make a curve there to cut it out. So I was trying to make use of my curve ruler, but I just found out that it won't do. So I brought out my tape, I went to my shoulder line and I came down by 5.5 inches, and I'm going to be connecting it to that shoulder part that I notch, to that my shoulder that I notch. Now from that my shoulder I notch, I'll be going out by 1 inch because I want this to fall out from my shoulder totally. I don't want it to hang there. So I just went ahead, I used my free hand to connect a cuff. So you can use your free hand, you can use the first measurement that I used, but I think I prefer the one I did with my free hand. So this is what we are going to be having. I'm going to be cutting it off, and this is what we are going to be having. As you can see, it's looking so nice and beautiful. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'll bring the second piece and I'll go ahead and open it up, bring that part that we have already cut at the neck line, and I'm going to be placing the front side facing each other. So make sure you place your front side facing each other, that the front of the first piece facing the front of the second piece that you place on your cutting table. Just make sure that the two front parts are facing each other. Now go ahead and cut out the same neck line that you have on that first piece on the second one. So just go ahead and cut out the same neckline that you have on the first piece on the second one. So this is what it should look like. Now we are done cutting. We are going to be determining where we are going to be adding our smokey. So under my waistline, I went up by 1 inch under my waistline. So from that my waist, I went up by 1 inches. And when I measure it, I'm having around 15.5 inches there. Then I'll go ahead and mark the same thing at this other side of the blouse. So I'm marking 15 inches. 15.5 inches, I mean to say. Then I'll go ahead from that place I mark, I'll be going down by 4 inches. So the gap for my smokey should be 4 inches. Should be 4 inches. Then I made a mistake at this part. I placed the tape on the first line I have, not on the line I came up by 1 inch. So please, while doing yours, please do not make this mistake. But when I was doing my smokey, I corrected that part. And you can see I'm still notching the same thing instead of the 1 inches line I went up by. So that's not a big deal. I later corrected that when I was on my sewing machine doing the smokey. So just make sure that whatever you mark on this side, go ahead and mark it on the other side. Do not make the same mistake I make. Now I'll be using my smokey thread to form a smokey at that point. So that is what I'm going to be doing, and I'll be showing you guys what it looks like. Then before I do that, I'll go ahead and hem the neck part of this blouse like this. So I'll be folding the neck part and also be hemming the down of this blouse like this also. So I'll not be using any bias to turn. I'll just be hemming it with like that. Now this is what my smokey look like. So when I was done making that smokey to that 4 inches part, I decided to add extra 1 inches to it. So the total place this smokey was around 5 inches. And this is what it's looking like. You can see. Now go ahead and place your back and your front piece together and stitch down your shoulder part. So go ahead and stitch back down. Go go ahead and stitch down your shoulder. Go ahead and stitch it down. So I'm done stitching my shoulder, and this is what it's looking like. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to hem the sleeve opening. You are going to be hemming your sleeve opening like this. Just make use of 1 inches or half inches. You can make use of half inches and double fold it like this. So you're going to be hemming it, and you'll be doing the same thing on the other side. So guys, I'm done hemming this, and I've hemmed the 2 parts of this blouse sleeve. So the next thing for us to go ahead and do is to close up our blouse, which is the last thing we are going to be doing, because we have hemmed the down of it, we have hemmed the neck, and we have also hemmed the sleeve part. So just go ahead and close it up with your sewing allowance. Now this is what is looking after closing it. You can see how that center part is stretchy and how the blouse is looking like. So the blouse came out very nice, as you can see. So if you enjoy watching this video, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and also share this video with others. Now this is our skirt part, and I've already posted a tutorial of this skirt already. So if you are yet to see the tutorial on it, I'll be leaving the description, the link to it on the description box. Thank you guys, and